Hey, it's Aruan from GameSmithing. This time around, we have a user from our Twitter that wants to share an awesome build of their making with us, and we thought we would highlight it here. User Foxy Saya Muksai Senpai created a Fox Fire build. Let's check it out and see what it is all about. This build is all about setting your enemies on fire and burning them into a crisp. All of our skills in this build revolve around this theme, and with the right amount of luck, this build can absolutely blast, even with some curses enabled. The main sauce of this build, our offensive skills, are actually all of them this time around. We have an OG skill called Flamethrower, which deals damage in front of you and applies melting. We have Conflagrate for our Explodey effect. This skill causes all enemies with burn or melting stacks to explode, dealing damage to surrounding enemies. Then we have another OG fire skill called Combustion, which is an AoE that stays on our character and deals DOT damage. Aside from these, we have Meteor Shower, which is, in my opinion, is arguably the coolest skill in the game right now, which rains down a bunch of meteorites on random enemies, stunning them and causing them to burn. In good fire mage fashion, of course, we are going to take both meteor skills. Meteor, on the other hand, calls down a larger flaming rock at a random enemy, dealing massive damage, and also stunning and burning enemies. And our last skill, which is the original build, is Fire Slash, which is a starting weapon skill from the Pyromancer's great weapon. This is perhaps our most customizable slot of the bunch. We could replace this with a buff, for example, or even another damaging fire skill like Fire Wall or Flame Weave. Do let us know down in the comments what other combinations you can come up with for this build and share it with us. For the weapon, we are going to go with Pyromancer's great weapon, but I personally think all of the other weapons are also viable in this situation. Chaotic Inferno could be fun as well, for example. For our runes, we are going to be taking Sure-Footed to help with our survivability a little bit, giving us resistance to pushback and 15% less damage from all sources. We are also taking skill Affinity Fire to help us get those fire skills we want faster. The original build also has skill Mastery Fire, and our last rune is Weapon Expert to give us a good head start with the skills we will need for the build. But do remember that, as all of the builds here, they are completely customizable, so don't forget to let us know what other combinations you can come up with. When playing this build, the only thing I would be a little bit concerned about is the cooldown in our skills and perhaps our survivability, since we are, after all, going full on glass cannon with this one. But for that same reason, it is very fun to play, and the eye candy light show from all the fire skills and things exploding is just simply awesome. Thank you for watching this one and for your continued support as always. I will also leave a link to Fox's tweet of his screenshot to this build so you can check it out for yourselves, and all of our socials down in the description of the video as well. Goodbye, until the next one, survivors.